Anybody, any expectations of this Avengers Infinity War? Like, we talk about this all the time. Who do you think's leaving? Real world. Who's leaving? I know Robert Downey Jr.'s leaving.
Well,
I don't want Chris Evans to leave.
But you still don't.
But he might.
You still don't mean
Chris
who's
Evans is going to leave. He did.
Hemsworth wants to leave.
Struggled for months to even take.
He wants to do comedy now.
He didn't want to. No, I think he didn't want to be typecast as playing superhero character. Like he was the Human Torch.
I'll use the words
You know,
of
Fantastic
my
Four.
friend.
So
And he was in the losers. And he was in the losers too.
oh yeah, that's right.
So
He was
he's
in the
comic
Losers.
book movies.
I forgot
he's
about
been
that.
in
The
those.
Losers. I forgot about that. What y'all think about that one?
That's my jam.
Yeah,
I actually liked it.
That's my home in the house jam right there.
That's crazy.
Okay, but within the universe, who's going?
Oh, like,
Wait.
what character's getting capped, you mean?
I don't want to cut anybody off.
Who die? Who's gonna die?
Yeah, who's gonna? But I don't want to cut anybody off.
Cap.
We know we're gonna get a Black Panther 2, so we know he ain't going nowhere. We know we're gonna get.
I'm just glad he survives. Like, can I just say that? I'm just glad. I was so worried. Like
It'll be-
February when
it'll
I
be messed up.
you know, now that I know he's in Infinity Trail, I'm just so glad he wins and he survives.
Yeah. It'll be
Black
messed up
Panther.
in Infinity War. He's like the
so
first
happy
dude to
that they
die.
spoiled that for me.
I asked him
casual
yesterday.
movie going fan.
Yeah, the casual movie.
I was so
I said,
nervous.
did we just spoil Black Panther?
thought he was gonna get Wakanda created,
Freddie said,
you know?
nah. Freddie said, nah.
No, we didn't.
Anybody thought the Black Panther was gonna get killed?
Once they brought in
I
the
didn't wanna
Wakanda
watch
Creed,
that
I
Black
was
Panther
worried.
trailer.
Wakanda Creed.
Wakanda Creed.
You know, he
Wakanda
lives.
forever.
He lives, ladies and gentlemen. He
All of this
lives.
down.
That's
Good to
Anybody
know.
Who
thought?
might go down? Who might go
I
down?
can
But you know they're gonna get a sequel, so you know who's gonna get a sequel.
That's not even a thing within gems. That's not even a thing.
That's true.
But see, me and Pete talked about this. We do. I don't want to say this because they're gonna say that we're blowing stuff up.
No.
But if you read the books, no matter what happens,
they come
everybody dies.
Everybody died.
I mean, yeah.
Everybody did.
I mean,
Please don't email us.
Yeah.
Don't slaughter us.
It's a different world.
Everybody dies.
They're not gonna do that in the movie. They're not
No,
gonna.
they're not.
Everybody's gonna die.
I'm telling you right now,
not
if
gonna do
I get my Thanos standing at the edge of the universe and snapping his
You know,
finger
look.
scene, for those who have read the comics,
Right.
friends, you know what I'm talking about. If I get that snap the finger
What did I
scene
just
from
say?
Thanos,
You know, like, it's it. Woo!
Well, that's
Yeah, that's.
you know, if you read, if you did
yeah. Oh, yeah.
traded and you read it,
I've read that comic.
But
probably
that
like,
ain't
I
happening.
like when I
won't
want to be
spoil
into
that.
That's not
like
gonna happen.
But
I don't
that's
think so.
not
It
happening.
would
Yeah,
cost
that's
too
okay.
much to
Yeah,
do. Because
That's not gonna
that was
happen.
a slam. That was a grand slam moment of I just want y'all to know what I could do on the
Yeah.
block.
Right.
Snap fingers, everything changed. It's
It
like
disappeared. Mary Jane disappeared. The whole Fantastic Four were gone. It was like it was. But the funny part is, in the books, they knew.
could do it,
because they could do it.
In the books, they knew somebody
the
was
Fantastic
missing.
Four, go ahead.
Like something's wrong.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Peter didn't have an Aunt May, but
They
he knew
felt it.
something was
Yeah.
wrong.
They
Right.
felt that.
Something's wrong.
They felt every funeral they didn't go to.
This is the movie version, so
Yeah, they're not.
Yeah, the movie. Yeah,
it's the movie version.
They
So
might not do
again,
that.
Nah, but
who
to,
might?
to answer your question,
Okay.
you know, who I think is gonna die? Beside everybody.
That's what I said.
Everybody.
Like who I think is gonna die, or who do we want to die?
Or
Well, who you
I
think?
mean,
Or
I
it's
have
gonna
an
be-
unpopular opinion of who I think is gonna die.
That's why we here.
Well, I don't.
What's that?
Mike, who?
It's
Let's
Cap.
go,
It
let's go.
has to be Cap.
Stop that.
Why will you start with Cap?
Captain.
No, I am
Actually,
so
you know what?
convinced that they're gonna break my heart and kill Spider-Man.
No, they're not.
Oh no!
they're not.
I told you I have an unpopular
No. I'll tell you
opinion.
why. I'll tell you.
Sony just.
I don't care about him too much
I
like
know.
that.
Sony worked their butt off to get this character
Yeah, no.
into the Marvel universe.
But I
He's
feel
going to
like
be the
they're doing it
face.
to get
Sony
Miles
made a
Morales.
profit last year.
Yeah.
Spider-Man ain't going nowhere.
He's the face. He's going to be the face of the Avengers probably 15, 20 years from now.
I
Probably.
mean,
Nah.
but I honestly
Yes,
think they're
he
gonna
is.
kill
Yes, he
Tom
is.
By
Holland
that time, we would've
Spider-Man,
got
so they can
Tom
bring in
Holland.
Miles Morales. That's what
And
they're
bring
doing.
back Andrew Garfield Spider-Man for the multiverse.
No.
They're
what we
all
get?
gonna come.
That'd
But
be dope.
people say like, no,
That'd be dope.
that's not gonna happen. Oh, and now it's dope. No, I love Tom Holland.
Now it's
Can't
dope.
they exist together?
That would be.
I think they're gonna. That would be the one. That's gonna be the snap the finger moment.
Who you think?
Spider-Man's gonna get it.
Wow.
You gonna catch this work because Homecoming hit.
Okay.
Oh man.
Homecoming hit you in the
Maybe
field.
not.
I like what you
maybe
said,
not.
You know what
but
would
I
be dope
don't
though?
think
That
he's
you know what would
gonna
be
die.
dope?
Do
I
an
legit think he's gonna die.
Infinity,
He's
to
gonna be
be
the one
honest.
that
You know
gets
what would be
brought
dope?
back.
If he snap his finger and Daredevil disappears.
And who?
Why is everyone
Oh wait a
gonna
minute.
break my heart in this room?
Wait, hold it. Wait, first.
If
Wait,
he's
hold
so-
on.
Like off of Netflix,
Wait,
they
wait,
already
hold on,
leaving.
wait.
Like Netflix lost them.
Because I like what you just said just now, which means
What'd he say?
asking. What did you say? Tell him. Okay.
Thanos snaps his fingers and what?
If Thanos would snap his fingers like and Daredevil, like they showed Daredevil disappear.
Right.
Like he's one of the dudes that died.
Like we
Well,
can't
don't
see
ex-
him. Like he
doesn't
can't see
exist
us. You
anymore.
mean?
Like no,
Like,
like
they
they just
show
show
him-
him. They show him
like-
just.
And then he
Oh.
disappeared.
I was just making a bad joke. It's fine.
This might be
My
funny.
bad. My bad.
That
Yeah,
would be
I
dope.
think
That would be dope. But of course, we're
That
not
would be
gonna-
like, oh,
but that's not gonna happen.
that would be like,
Listen,
oh,
we losing you out of the
snap.
stream
That would be
anyway,
like-
so
Yeah, boom, boom.
Hey,
Yeah, nobody gonna miss
I mean,
out.
but besides, who else? Who do you think?
is Quicksilver coming back? Yes or no?
hell no.
Nah,
In
there
a
was
vision,
nah.
Stop
in a
it.
dream
in a
sequence.
flashback. Probably.
Only
You think?
Probably,
Mike,
probably.
honestly?
This
No,
is Scarlet. If they,
honestly,
if they
Is this like?
I heard he was on set.
Is this
Scarlet
who's
was gonna
gonna
need to level
Yeah,
up.
he was on set.
Is this the?
They saw Aaron Johnson on set.
And so was 11. That don't mean she in the movie.
Right.
No bump.
Wait, is this?
Or
You're
is
asking like
she?
who's gonna be the
what?
surprise?
No,
Who's the
Multiverse.
Surprise.
and just the question I asked
Millie Bobby
Freddie.
Brown, yeah.
I want Hugo Weaving to finish the Red Skull.
Resco,
They
right?
need to
We
bring
had
him
to-
back.
I would bind him to the contract
Yeah.
to wrap this thing up.
But if Chris Evans,
Because this is a thing hanging out there.
Right.
What happened to the
Exactly,
skull?
Exactly.
What I'm hoping for, like, besides,
bring
first of all, I
Probably
think
Winter
I think
Soldier would
Cap's
take
gonna
him.
die. Because narratively, I think it makes the most sense. Because we still wait for
Right.
that Avengers Assemble moment.
Yes.
Haven't got it
Yes.
yet.
Right, we
So I'm
haven't
hoping
got
for
it.
that.
Him lifting Thor's hammer moment too.
You know, if we talking
gonna
about Infinity Gauntlet, you could bring people back, and you just mentioned Hugo Weaving. Bring back the villains. Bring back. Can I get Cottonmouth back? Bring back the villains
Yeah, can I get Cottonmouth
that you
back,
killed
please?
for no reason.
That would be crazy.
Yeah,
And-
that would be crazy.
That would
Bring
crazy.
back
Like,
just and have a
Oh my
big
God.
battle with Thanos just in
Oh,
the cut,
man.
just laughing. Like bring back all those nightmares, all those memories.
That would be.
Bring that back for one scene. I
Can
mean,
he
this is
snap
the
his
big
finger
budget
and
movie.
do that too?
Yeah, you can. Like, yeah, but bring that back. Oh man,
Yeah, that
was
would.
dope.
Ooh, man.
Be flames.
That would
It'd
be
be a whole
really
splash
dope.
page.
Right now, we also had this debate, and you guys know your stuff. You guys know your snuff. Is Avengers: Infinity War the closest thing that can beat Star Wars
No,
You mean in terms of like bank?
at the
For
bank?
the two
No.
films coming up.
no,
She's saying yes.
Don't
No.
think- I think
no.
And there's no other franchise right now.
Star Wars forever, man. I'm telling you.
okay.
Listen, I don't love Star.
There's no other franchise right now
I don't
that
love
actually
Star
has a
Wars, but
chance.
I'm not. Come
But-
on, man.
Do you understand what I'm?
I do. I knew where I used to
might-
go with this too.
Yeah.
I was like,
No.
go ahead.
I don't think that it can beat Star Wars. I love Star Wars. Okay, that's what I grew up with. Look at me, I'm wearing R2D2 around. But they've taken it to a different place. People are excited about it, and they're gonna go. They're gonna make that money, but they're not gonna make Infinity War money. That's not possible.
Who's not?
Oh, you
10
mean
years
You think
of,
Infinity
like-
War's
Who's
gonna
not?
win? You think it's
Well,
gonna
I
win?
think Infinity War is gonna win. I do.
You see?
10 years you've been waiting for this
You
thing.
see?
You've been building me up. This is
Exactly.
a new Star
This
Wars.
is-
This is like,
this
oh, we're
is
going to new
almost
territory.
verbatim
Listen,
of
this
what
is
I
no
was
knock.
argument.
This is no knock on Star Wars.
No,
Star
not at all.
Wars.
I don't
I'm
feel.
Star Wars is in the DNA.
might-
There's
it
nothing
might-
we can do about it. We
She
can't
said
even
all
get
the
it.
key words, yo. She
That's
said
It might come.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's gonna
10
be
years in the making.
far apart, but it might be close. But
10
No,
years in the
don't it-
making.
Star
Might be a tale of
Wars.
a tale of balance. Infinity War's gonna hit that like shotgun money, like
Yes,
off
it
top,
is.
black.
Oh, no, that
everything.
first weekend.
Yes.
Star Wars is, what do we know it for? Intergenerational money.
Yeah.
exactly.
Generation.
Generation of generation.
But
So-
Marvel is on that.
Marvel-
Marvel is on that pace.
No, they're not.
The MCU's been building this Jenga tower for 10 years. Yes, I understand all that. And I respect what they've been building up, the hype, everybody. Yeah, you got
Right.
kids that were one when Avengers were eating shawarma, and now I get all that.
Sure.
But Star Wars, I mean, they got Zumba classes with people holding lightsabers in their hands.
Yeah.
Like that's on a level that's ingrained in
Yeah.
the culture in
Yeah,
a way
yeah.
that ain't just Halloween. It ain't just a
Forever, right.
T-shirt.
That makes it regular.
Yeah.
But will
It's right.
Infinity
It's
War?
American-
It's
I'm saying,
American-
It's gonna
Infinity
make,
War is going to break $2 billion.
Easy. You think that? You
You
think
could,
it's gonna break
you could
$2
shoot
billion?
any number right now. I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, like, pretty much.
1.5 bill.
There's movies I didn't expect to hit.
1.5
Hold on,
billion.
wait a minute. Hold on.
We're talking about
1
that.
point.
You said the Avengers.
worldwide.
Or domestic and international.
1.5
You
billion.
said opening weekend $2 billion.
No.
Thinking of my
1.5
calculator.
Over the
billion.
weekend, we talking gentlemen. International, what's up?
Ladies and gentlemen,
1.5
Freddie
billion.
has been eating the plaster in the studio.
And listen, I'm never wrong about a
The
lot of
Avengers
things.
Infinity will break.
I love that. I'm never
Bill.
wrong about a lot of
things.
things. I like that.
I've been wrong about a lot of things.
I've never been wrong about a lot of things.
Okay.
Okay. 1.5 billion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
You
Avengers
bugging
Infinity
right now,
War
B.
will
You
break
bugging.
$2 billion.
I can't get you to 1.6, not even.
Okay, let's do
2 bill.
1.6, but it ain't gonna be 2 billion. 1.6.
Okay,
1.5.
1.88.
A number around the house. Around the
Mike,
house.
give me a number.
For Infinity
Infinity
War.
War.
Final
End
bank.
of the day, yeah.
1.98 billion. 1.98.
It won't break.
I don't think it'll get to the 2.
It's not gonna get to
I
the 2
don't think
billion.
it'll get to the 2.
Can we go around the horn, please? Thank you.
I don't
I
think
believe
it
it can get to the 2. If it doesn't get to the 2, it would be like 1.98.
2.1.
This is not the price.
This is
Right.
Price is Right. on.
2.11.
Round that to the next decimal.
Pablo.
I'm gonna play it safe because I think it's a safe bet. $2 billion.
Right on the
We out
nose.
here.
Right on.
I will tout that. I will be standing on the other side of the glass like,
Oh, Mr. Hater, what was that number
I
you?
already told you.
I got him to 1.6.
One point.
Can I say?
He got me to
can I-
1.6,
wait,
but I'm
wait,
saying
let me say this, and then you. Give
Why
me
only
answer.
one? But can I ask you?
me
Why
say-
only 1.5?
Because we're talking about Star Wars. You talking about Infinity War going against Star Wars, man.
Yeah.
Come on, that's
No,
the
no, no.
let me
But
say- let me say this.
how much money will Infinity War make at the end of the day? 1.5.
Let me tell him this. I'm not seeing it once.
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah,
Nobody here has seen it once. You saw Avengers how many times?
7 times.
Okay.
The first one.
Okay.
The first.
The first Avenger, yeah. So
I got you by
Okay.
one, but I see you.
Okay. Oh, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
What are you saying?
I'm taking my wife.
There's gonna be people that's gonna go
I'm
back to
taking-
see
wait,
Star
wait,
Wars.
Then I'm gonna take my kids. Then I'm probably see it with these guys. I'm gonna go enjoy
Yes.
it with everybody I know
Everybody.
that's gonna enjoy it.
Yeah. But see, when you
Not
when-
with
But you
just,
got. You
Yo.
think people gonna just see Star Wars just one time?
No.
Okay.
I'm just. We're not talking
only
about
see
Star
it
Wars.
two
I'm talking
times.
about.
Star Wars.
We're
Star
talking
Wars, I might
about
see
how
twice.
much
We all because
money.
we talking about how much
Wait,
money
wait, wait,
that
wait, 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 wait.
Infinity War's gonna make. Is they gonna
That's
be out
it.
Star Wars?
No. We're talking about how much.
Let's take a free ticket.
I mean,
1.5 billion.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to put a bet on it?
Yes, I would.
a wager, call
This
it a wager.
is
You call.
recorded.
Wait.
Sounds
You,
classy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
contest of champions.
This is
ladies and gentlemen, the Avengers will break $2 billion.
This is my bet. If I win, you have to. Well, every time we're on set, you got to bring us a drink.
a drink.
Drinks.
Beverage.
A drink.
Beverage.
Beverages. Spirits?
You will be the water boy.
I'll keep it easy.
Soul Stone. Soul Stone.
For the rest of the 2018. Okay.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the Avengers Infinity War
You gotta
breaks
bring
$2
us
billion, Freddie
drink
will see
and
Miss
ice.
Olsen, the therapist,
Don't
down
forget the
on.
ice.
That's half the bet, though. What's the other side?
But forever though.
I can't think of another. I can't think of a.
Till
think
2018.
with
See, let me
the
tell you
dark
something.
side,
Freddie
the dark
almost
side
had
of
us
the
with
force,
Justice League,
But I did. Not,
but
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Trey,
I did, not
Trey
almost.
being the tactician knew. I said, let me tell you something. Podcast 4.
Your
Me and
favorite
Pablo
one.
were sitting there. We were at the.
Was it 3?
I said, you know what?
I'm about to walk off this set.
I said, you know what?
Oh, man.
Pablo, what I said? Justice League would have to suck for Thor Ragnarok to beat it up. It's on tape. I ain't got nothing to say. I got nothing to
You know
prove.
what? You guys did say that, but you also said it was
What?
still. But you also said Tracy
No,
and
no,
Pablo.
no.
You also
We said
no.
it
Let me
would have
let me
to
let me
suck.
speak. Wait. Let me
It would
speak.
have to suck.
Let me
It would have to
speak.
suck, and if
Right,
we-
but
let's
at
move on,
the,
please. Let's move on, please. We only got 20-something minutes. Let's go. Let's
at
move
the
on.
end of the
You're on the clock,
day
you're on the
or
clock.
evening, you guys said still it's gonna still beat out
No, we did not.
Thor. Yes, you did.
All right.
Thor Ragnarok,
Okay.
and
He
it
gave-
didn't.
All right, I don't want to. I don't want to.
He
I don't want to
told
rip
you.
other people off. But let's go around the horn. Will DC ever be able to compete? Will they ever catch up? Will they have to take several rehauls? And
Yes, they will.
will the fans hold on?
Wait.
They don't have a choice.
You mean will they catch up? You mean?
I don't
or
think they're
The
gonna
just-
fans don't have a choice but to hold on, but to sit through this brutal abuse by a studio who seems like they don't
They don't have a
Listen,
choice.
The only way they can
but give them
catch
their
up-
money.
The only way they can catch up is if they trust in their actual process. Yeah. Because Marvel took their process. This is our process. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna do their process." No, y'all have really good animated
reverse
movies.
engineer
Y'all have
that
really
process.
good.
I think I know who the actor
Follow
is.
She
your-
didn't have
But
a
right now,
process.
I think I know who the actor is.
The thing
I know
is,
what you
right
mean.
now they don't have a process. Their
didn't have a
mentality is,
process.
Exactly.
Nah,
let's throw this out there and let's make as much money.
I think I know who the actor is.
That's it.
Can I tell you guys something.
DC,
Go ahead.
I think, will eventually get it right. Only for the simple fact that
Zack Snyder involved.
all no, I'm not even
Yeah,
thinking.
Zack Snyder's
See, but
gone.
I'm not thinking they're gonna get it right tomorrow.
No.
I'm,
Right,
I'm
no.
saying they will eventually, and I want to believe that because they have complete creative control of all of their characters. They don't have
Since forever.
any of the.
They do.
Legal.
But they didn't have faith in those characters.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't have.
That's,
they
that's,
didn't have
that's
faith
what
in those
Aisha
characters.
said. That's
They
that's
gotta
part of what
trust
Aisha was saying.
themselves.
Right.
But it's like what I'm saying is where Marvel had to, like I said earlier, work with the B team. As if they could get it right, they have all of the tools. They have the right characters. Marketing easy. They don't even need a commercial. I mean, fuck it. But I think Warner Bros. Eventually can get it right. I hope they do. But as of right now, they
There's
are
a video
clearly on the
that I
coattails
saw
of Marvel.
there's a video that I
Not
saw
even the
yesterday.
coattails. Not even the coattails.
There's a video
MCU's the champion of the universe. That's it. Nothing even to talk about.
It's an issue of love. It's an issue of love.
What do you mean?
People forget that Iron Man is an independent film.
Yes. It was.
It's an independent
It
film.
was outside.
Five
Independent
movies,
as
Paramount,
hell.
Merrill Lynch, 150 million.
Favreau was like,
movie.
Marvel said, "Let's borrow this
loved
money
it.
and make this."
Yep.
The love. John Favreau's a filmmaker that loved. That man is he's been in the game for a while. Kevin Feige. I was like, the man loves
You know
what he
what?
does.
Yo,
and
shout out to Fox and
what
Deadpool.
it's
never,
like that.
I never.
That was it. That was
go ahead.
a,
No, I'm saying
a
that's
labor of love too.
that's it. It's like
You know
that's
who don't get
true
any
love.
love? Who I always felt that's just started. It ain't even started the MC universe, but the first Marvel character just to make money.
What? Say that again? No, I didn't hear.
I'm saying the first Marvel character.
What, we going back in 1960?
Who
We
you
talking about
talking about?
Spider-Man?
It's about Blade.
Hey,
See, this is what I don't like, man. I mean, listen, I understand.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. I understand they started the
Mind
universe.
cinema, that's-
they started the
that's-
they,
that's
they
true.
started the universe with Iron Man. I get it, but
It really
before
started
Iron
with
Man,
Blade.
they really started- because before Blade, Marvel had nothing.
Yo,
That
when
whack
when
Captain
Blade
America
made money, it was like, yo,
Captain
we made
America with
money
the
off
big
of this.
helmet. But when
motorcycle.
Blade came out,
That's
when
what it
Blade
was,
came
yo.
out,
That's what
that
it was.
to me
when Blade
always
yeah,
it's
Blade
like
The second movie I saw more than once in the movie theater.
I saw that 3 times.
yo.
Matrix was the
so
first
when
one.
Blade made money, they were like, yo,
Blade did make money.
Blade
we
came
can
out.
make
Maybe
money
we
off
could
of this.
do
And let me tell you something. When the first Blade movie came out, you just saw the Captain Marvel entertainment.
Yeah.
But the second one, they did the flip.
Yeah.
They did the flip page. Like, yo, we blowing up with this movie now.
We marvel about it.
We- right, right.
We
We
marvel
also
about it.
in the
Marvel.
building.
And they was gonna cancel that time. It was gonna cancel the issue at that time.
Well,
so
eventually, you know, if we're talking about Project of Love and low budgets, you know, Ryan Reynolds was involved in one of them
He
Blade
was.
movies. But at least Deadpool, we got eventually Deadpool. So shout out to Fox and Deadpool because that was a low budget film.
That was a
comparatively.
phenomenon.
And
Yeah.
It made
That don't happen.
Act of love.
That don't
$700
happen.
dollars.
and
He saved Fox.
and because it's rated
Whoa.
R. And
rated R.
it's
They
rated
still-
R.
but
he saved Fox. They were.
I think he bought
they
them some
promoted
time.
the
Because they
hell
still
out
might
of
Yeah.
get
Did.
bought
Yeah,
up.
you're right.
That's still,
Did.
they still might get snatched up.
But he sweetened the deal. Ryan
Oh,
Reynolds
yeah.
definitely sweetened that deal.
Oh yeah, they ain't gonna
And-
get rid of him.
And you know
Marvel
what?
ain't
I'm
that stupid.
gonna use the platform. You leave Ryan Reynolds alone, Disney. If
Oh my God, you
Disney won't bother
this
him.
deal goes through while the ink is still wet, you leave that team alone. Let them do what they do.
Disney won't bother them.
Let them make those Deadpool. Let Ryan Reynolds walk on set. Just let him walk around
Yeah.
on any of your films.
As long as he doesn't do
Just
nothing
leave him alone.
outrageous.
I mean, they switched
You mean,
directors.
like, do
already,
another
so-
Green
Leave him
Lantern?
alone.
They did.
No, as long as he
But
don't say, let's put in the movie a guy
Why did they do
doing
that?
blood.
I remember
and then-
something
no.
they said something about that.
Creative,
About-
creative differences, but in the most literal sense, is that
As long as Ryan Reynolds doesn't do anything crazy, Disney
Ryan Reynolds is doing,
put the
he's
hammer
doing
down.
this thing. He's doing a lot of producing, so he's got a lot of weight to throw around.
Mm-hmm.
And him and the director just had it was just
creative
different.
difference?
And that moment where you're like,
that
okay,
split?
cool, maybe I shouldn't be here for this, but he's still on as a consultant. They still talk about
Got
cool
it,
things.
got
So
it,
it's
got
like
it. That's dope,
again,
that's dope, that's
acts
dope.
of
It was
love.
not
That's dope.
bad
That's-
blood.
that's
Ain't no
there.
bad blood, nah.
Yeah.
They can't afford the bad
Yeah,
blood.
it makes no sense business-wise.
Yeah.
You know, I would like to see a rated R on DC Lobo. I would like to see Lobo.
See, it's those
rated
dice
R.
roll type movies though. Like
That's
a lot
be
of
the
people don't
one.
know
Would
about.
they?
A lot of people
I
don't know
would
about
see.
Lobo.
I would if they do a rated
You
R.
could do those movies,
Was
and
it
there's no
Fast and
expectations.
I think
You
I
could do
think it
those
would be
movies,
too
there's no
tough for them.
expectations because
No, it won't.
nobody knows them.
That's a dice roll. The Guardians.
Guardians.
Because at times Guy Ritchie was supposed to direct.
See, I know the original
They're
Guardian.
too much
Likewise.
into money
So I'm a
over at
little-
DC. They're gonna be like, I need to do what I think will make
Well, I
money.
mean,
Right.
That's the
It's
problem.
true.
They keep
If
trying. As long
Marvel
as they keep
did
trying
it
to
with
chase
their
Marvel, they
B
lose.
with their B
Can I tell you-
characters, Lobo could
Can I
work
tell you
out
guys
too,
something?
but
Let me tell you-
where do you go from there? Because with
They
Iron
can't even
Man,
get Suicide Squad
but
right.
where would Lobo? Where do they go from there with Lobo? Where do they go
A
from?
one
there?
shot.
It's
Well,
a
they
one
don't-
shot.
yes.
I mean, so
That's
what?
gonna
It's
be
a
the
one
thing.
shot.
One shot.
If DC can replicate what it's done with its animated stuff, which is
That's
it's
what
okay
I'm
to make one good
saying.
story.
Yeah.
Flash,
animated,
that's why
let's talk about
Flashpoint
it.
Paradox is crucial
Oh my
to their
God!
success.
Yes.
That's what I'm
If we
saying.
if we don't need to have a connected universe
That's
all
not
the
your
time,
thing.
somebody's
That's
doing
okay.
that already.
That's not your thing. Your
And
thing
they're
is the good
doing
thing
it
you're doing.
Just do these
Very well.
stories.
Yo,
Yeah. We don't need
because
one.
I hate. Sorry, I apologize. But what BVS really did, its real flaw, is that they took 3 amazing stories and killed them all at once.
Try to get it all into
It's a
one.
wrap for that.
Yeah, you can't do it right
You can't
now.
do that. You can't.
It's a wrap for
You
that.
should be with a cane
They
and some
had elements
IV
of
walking
Red
around
Sun.
waiting for
They
those
had-
movies
they
to
had
come
Superman
out.
Red Sun elements. They had,
Exactly.
you know, the Frank Miller Batman
And then
versus
all they
Miller,
did,
right.
Dark
all
Knight
they did
Returns
was
elements.
What did I
ostracize
say?
Their
What did I say?
audience. Anyone who didn't
hear it
read
from
the
other
stories
people.
were like,
I said
I don't know what the hell
I
is
don't know
going
what that
on.
was.
There's
Exactly.
a video that I'm going to put in the in the description that highlights everything that we're talking about. he breaks it down. It's a great video. I'm gonna post it so you guys can go check it out.
Research.
Yeah, it was a great
Did
video.
your
It was a
homework,
long
kids?
video, but it was a good one. And he tears Zach and WB down, and, he ain't saying nothing. We ain't thinking, but he.
But who are we really mad at? We mad at Zach or we mad at
I'm
Warner?
not mad at
Brothers?
anybody.
Mad at Warner
Yeah.
Brothers.
I'm mad.
I'm mad at
At the end of the day,
Studio
Legit.
keeps coming in and
At the
saying,
end of the
this will make
day-
more money. Don't do that. Do this. Don't do that.
You can't let money make your decision.
But check it
you
out.
can have it in
But
mind.
Can you really be mad at
is what
WB
happened.
when I don't know? Like if you're trying to sell me a car, I don't know nothing about cars. But,
But you have Bruce Timm,
you got a good
Paul
salesman.
Dini and James Robinson with DC Animation for the last 15 years. Did you even
Think about
talk to them?
No.
Right.
I see you and raise you. Did they talk to Andrea
Can we
Romano?
just cut and paste.
Thank you.
Warner Brothers.
Everything she touches,
Thank you.
platinum.
Thank you. Did you even talk to them?
We had
this talk.
Yeah, we've had this talk. I don't
Too many chefs
understand
in the
it.
kitchen. Everyone wants to get involved. Everyone is, saying this and saying that.
Do you know what type of DCU we would have if Bruce and Paul and James were running it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, we might
Yes.
actually have one.
Right. We might have a universe,
have
right?
It'd be insane.
Universe.
It'd be insane.
We saw it.
It would actually give them the print. Here's how you do the Green Lantern. Here's how you do the Martian Man. Here's how you do the Justice League. Here's how you do. I mean, they bought an Atom Smasher. Atom Smasher. The Vigilante. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Right.
Black Lightning. Are you kidding me?
Right, kid.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
You think these guys? I mean, yeah. You know what? P's right. Zach said, "Look, I did 300. Give him $1 billion."
Yeah, yo.
Okay.
They got sold a car. WB got
Yeah, they
sold
got
a car.
sold
They don't know nothing
magazines.
about cars, but you got a good salesman that'll. Oh snap! Let me get this car
Yeah.
and let him do it, and,
And
then realize
you-
it was,
you-
what the hell did you just?
And you probably
Yeah,
listen.
that's
It was swindled,
DC still has
led astray,
DC still
Bamboozled.
is gonna have that cachet. that-
hoodwinked.
They'll
movie,
always
by the
have
way.
that cachet though, because even like to kind of use your metaphor, like even if I don't know nothing about cars, I've heard of a Ferrari.
Yeah,
I've heard of these Aston Martin, Wonder Woman. I've heard of these characters even if I don't know.
Head in the sand.
You
That's a lousy excuse.
No, but I'm just saying, like
Head
at
in
the
the
end of the
sand,
day,
I don't really
our
know.
frustration, like the films are not to our expectations, but it's because we know that if they did it right
Yeah.
right.
with these characters, these storylines, you could. I mean, the comics right now, the DC Comics is killing it.
One
with-
storyline,
Oh,
one
DC books are
storyline,
crazy.
one
Right now,
storyline.
that's-
Each of you, one storyline that
from
they
the
could have done
comics?
from
that I
Justice
want
League.
to make a
About to get
movie.
exposed.
But Justice
just
League.
one.
Oh,
But
it's
Justice
still
League
going on,
one.
but Dark Knight Metal, Dark Knight's Metal, please,
Oh, man,
right now,
keep
yes,
doing
get
that.
somebody
Okay.
on that
Dude,
competent.
Dude, that storyline, they make Batman Batman's the greatest thing on. Are you kidding me? Are you reading that storyline?
Yes.
Dude,
But
forget
if you-
Batman. Forget Metron. Batman is like.
yeah, but that's how
Forget
they.
it.
But that's how they
you
got you.
about DC, man.
You know what I'm saying? He used to work there.
But what storyline? What
Oh,
storyline?
I'm bowing out.
Why?
Bowing out.
The first Justice League movie, what storyline would you take? And don't say Tower
What
of Babel.
storyline next? No.
No, you can't say
Wait,
Tower
where
of
we
Why
at?
not?
He narrowed
How
it
you gonna do
down
that?
for
How you
you.
gonna do-
He
the
said you gotta
first-
take a Justice League
The first
story.
movie.
What
Tower
Justice
of
League
Babel.
story would
They
you
have to
do?
already be
What Justice
established
League story would I do?
Yeah.
to establish the Justice League?
Starro.
Okay.
You know,
Well,
you
let's
can
go
sell those
back-
to
let's-
kids. You can sell those to kids.
Dad,
little
just
foam
bong, little-
Star Rolls.
Okay.
You know how the
But-
kids walking around.
There's no reason if you're gonna do the build up.
Okay.
It damn sure better not be Dark Side related.
No.
That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
That's too
which
soon.
is which
The new
is
52
You can
jump
have
which is
them
where we
hovering
are.
around.
But if we go, if we
'Cause they trying to
cool,
play
take
catch
it
up.
to
It is
Starro.
what it is.
Right.
Update
Yeah, they're
Starro.
like, wait,
It's
let's
gonna be
do
dark.
this.
She said they're trying to play catch up.
Yes.
Yeah, she's
But
right. and that's
they're
what we always
reacting
been
instead
said,
of being
you know?
proactive. and
Me
doing-
and me and Pablo
Just take
had
your
this
time.
talk before. I think the first Justice League movie should have been White Martians, Hyperon. That's how they should have brought it in. And Batman or Superman gathered all the heroes because they were not joined together. Then they formed the Justice League. Ready?
Brain dead on Justice League and DC right now.
He's doing a Jim Morrison, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean,
He's out of it. No.
We only got 10 minutes, so let's.
I don't.
You don't.
No, I don't.
For me, it
I'm
would
not
have been.
opening that door.
It definitely would have been
Maniacs.
HyperClan.
No, I know, but I'm deep cut
I
doors.
know.
It would have to be HyperClan because
Hyperclan.
in most of the dopest,
White Martian.
it's been a few, but most of the dopest Justice League, especially in animation and in the TV series, Batman is always the man. And in that
metal
in
Batman
that
He
is-
story,
knows everybody's mother's name.
and in that
metal,
story, he was
Batman
the
is
man.
like,
He
forget
figured
about
it
it.
out.
Yeah.
Scary.
Lit some
Like,
gasoline
guy
around
is
him and told him, "All right, let's go."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Batman, yo. We haven't gotten that.
I don't feel like we've ever gotten world's
You're never
going
gonna
to
get all of
on
Batman in a
screen.
2-hour movie.
But that's
All
what this
due
guy's
respect,
gonna
You will
do.
never get all
This
of
is the new
Batman in a
guy.
2-hour movie.
Jake
I don't care who does it. Nolan,
the director,
Charlie
that's the
Chaplin.
kinda-
I don't care who makes
but
the
he
Batman
wants Jake
movie.
Gyllenhaal,
You
I
will
heard.
never
Yeah,
get
yeah.
all of Batman in a
Matt
2-hour
Reeves.
movie. Matt, best of luck. But remember, this ain't battle of the.
The long game.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got a
Marvel's
Palpatine.
like, even like what you said, if it started with like Blade and they're like, I get this idea. They already started thinking.
Yeah.
They
Like,
already
they
were there.
Palpatined
And DC
it.
is
They
like,
Palpatined
ooh,
it.
we're late.
Hey, can you imagine if
They
like the Harry Potter
Palpatine it. They
series,
did.
like if they would have messed that up? Like, thankfully the books are still coming out as they were unrolling these movies. Can you imagine if like
Wow.
all the books already existed and Warner Brothers handled it with the Justice League gloves? Like, no, wait. All right, I know we up to 3.
No,
Let's
that
just skip the
woman-
7. Skip the 7.
that
We'll come
woman
back.
would
You
have
know
a
what?
kid.
But you know what? This
That woman
brings
would
up-
Hunger Games is coming.
Like, what
Skip the
is
7.
JK?
You know,
But
like,
check this out. This
Yeah,
is
like, what
this is
this?
why
What is this?
it's tricky with sequels. Like for example, The Matrix. They didn't know what the hell they had. They just knew they had a dope movie.
Right.
Once they made that money,
That's when they got.
oh snap, we
that's
got to
when they
figure
got-
out what's next.
Yeah.
That's what they
what's
got.
next?
Yeah, they didn't know what to do.
Actually,
Right, they
well,
didn't
get on the
So,
burner.
I'm really about my history flow. I See You and Raise You. The only failing of the Matrix movies was marijuana laws in California.
What?
So what people don't know is that Tank, the
Yeah, I remember.
Tank
Yeah.
operator,
Yeah.
he was supposed to be the main character
That's right.
Yeah.
throughout all the arcs. I was
Yeah, he said he got
was
ripped
supposed
off.
to run the first one, and then it was supposed to transition over to Tank, and then in the third one, Smith. I was like, but the actor was arrested on a marijuana charge.
I remember
And Warner Bros. Didn't want nothing to do with it.
Oh,
Ergo, we get Harold Perrineau in the second one,
right.
and it's just and they
That's
after
that's
that, they
a.
went this
I
mad
don't even want to
scramble.
go down. I don't want to go down the Matrix road because
Like,
I
ladies and
met him.
gentlemen,
I'm about to go front.
met him.
You
I got-
learned something
I mean,
today.
that's all of my life right now.
He's
You
an
learned something today.
encyclopedia.
I learned something.
Yeah, I learned something today. Oh well, no, that rehashed something I already knew because I know who you talk about. I used to see him at I used to see him at Justin's. That's a New York thing. The only New Yorkers would know that. I used to see him all the time at Justin's. Yeah. Yeah, I used to see him at Justin's all the time. And he would tell his story.
That's something you admit.
Yeah, I would admit.
I've been by
I saw-
Justin's.
I saw him at Justin's. It was right
drove
across the street
by
from
it.
the Cheetah Club. But anyway.
Well,
Cheetah, hopefully
Woman.
the villain.
Wonder Woman,
yeah.
Wonder Woman, Cheetah, Wonder Woman, Injustice
You
too.
said Cheetora.
Tara, Thundercats, get it.
Okay.
We got 6 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
I think the next topic I want to go around the horn so we get a quick review of it is when
The Punisher.
The Punisher.
Did you guys see it? Did you guys see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Round the horn.
will wait.
No, let's do it. Round the horn. Start
2
with
minutes.
Mike.
All right.
Oh, like impressions on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was great. I mean, like John Berthal killed it. It was nice to see what happened to Russo at the end. I was like, yes. It was just very well done. That torture scene where Frank goes just to get out of that situation, I was like,
Not the micro from the books, but it didn't matter.
No, but it didn't matter. He was a likable side character. It was a strong. I would say from start to finish, it was probably the strongest in terms of pacing of all the Netflix series. Because usually it's a long drag in the last 5
But
episodes.
people were
They
complaining
give you
about
those
that,
filler
which is
episodes.
interesting.
Fillers.
People
I feel
were
like
complaining.
Punisher
about
had
that.
good pacing.
Ish.
Same thing. I loved it. Again, the acting was beautiful. I love all the characters. I think the way that they told this story is way different than they've told like Daredevil, Jessica Jones, because they had those moments. Even Luke Cage had those moments. You have like it's comic booky. So as a person who watched, you can feel like, oh, this is kind of corny, but you're like, I'm cool. That's fine. I love this story. This one to me was like straight action detective, like right in there kind of movie.
And Michael's wife and kids didn't annoy you.
No.
They didn't. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They
That's
didn't.
what-
annoy you.
exactly.
His admonition, like, nah, they
Exactly.
didn't.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
It's so true.
Enjoyed it thoroughly. I'm really into political intrigue, and this gave me political intrigue and guns just ablazing. There's like 2 or 3 scenes.
Oh, yeah.
that were really intense, really crazy, and I was able to stay with it. Special Agent Madani is like hats off. That
Yeah.
I feel like that character was perhaps written for a man. There was just some things about it, but she lived in that character, and that character shot for me. Shout out to Ben Barnes as
Right? I didn't think he
Yeah,
could do
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't think he could do
That
it.
was Prince Caspian.
Yeah.
Narnia.
Yeah.
Your boy flipped the script real quick. I was like, he's my favorite character.
When he did that little smile when she was like, "You killed Stein."
Yep.
That,
That
like,
little
little-
smirk.
I was like, "Yo, that kind
Little
is
Thanos.
good."
Thanos smirk.
That's
I
a
was
little
like,
Thanos smirk. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was smaller than a Thanos smirk. You were like,
But now he not gonna get back to Narnia now with the
Nah, it's a
passport.
wrap.
Nah, not with that passport. Nah, different.
From what you did see.
I'm still watching it, guys.
Oh,
I'm
damn. Why
I'm on
didn't you tell me? We would've
That's all-
spoiled it.
That's all right. I'm still gonna see it.
No, you didn't spoil anything.
Like
Think
on
about it.
episode 7
You're saying.
right now. But it is really intense. It's strong, and I like the introduction of Micro. I like how that came about. I really did. I
We
enjoyed
talked
that.
about it.
Fresh.
Yeah,
That
we
he's
did
not
talk about
Micro
it.
from the
That
books.
he's not Micro from
Take
the
that
books,
away.
right?
Take that away. Don't think
"No,
about
I
it.
went to high school with his younger brother."
Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
And
Yeah, but so far from what I'm watching, it's good. It's great. There's a question I want to ask between, I want to ask the question about the Punisher and the Daredevil.
different showrunners, and it's not the guy who
Serious.
did Iron Fist and Defenders.
Thankfully.
Oh my god.
Thankfully.
Pete.
Yeah.
Finish.
I got Pete.
He's on the finish.
No, I mean I know I'm
No, he
gonna.
wants to ask a question, but he really don't.
Yeah.
It would knock him off.
You'll finish, Freddie.
No, I was gonna say, I'm sure when I finish watching the Punisher,
you'll-
I'm gonna enjoy it.
yeah, yeah.
But I got a feeling that I'm gonna still say the Daredevil is still
the best.
The
Top
best. It's
So
still.
that first season, Daredevil.
It's, I mean, yeah, I'm watching it now, and I know I'm gonna enjoy the whole episode and the whole episode, but I still got a feeling that Daredevil is gonna be.
All right.
Pete Punisher, what's up?
No, I liked it. I liked it a lot, because people were saying that the pacing was slow. I'm like, it's like, you got to get to know these characters. You got to give them every facet of who they are. Punisher is just not a kill. He's a cool dude. He's chilling. You press his button, it's a wrap.
What we call
Right.
what
That's it.
me and Pablo call the Hulk factor. He just
Exactly.
can't smash
It can't be
everything.
smash, smash,
That's not a
kill,
story.
kill, kill.
That's not a movie.
There has to be a reason for him to want to do
That's
the
right.
things that he do, and you
right.
got to see him in his moments where he's escaping all the torture that happens to him every day.
I couldn't help but think after seeing Thor Ragnarok, Thor losing his hammer, Frank with his hammer, he's swinging. This is the hammer he worthy for. And then we see even in that first episode of Slow Burn, he should have been swung on those boys, but he didn't.
Yeah.
Right, he
Until
Oh yeah.
until
Oh
they
yeah.
crossed
Yeah.
that
man.
line.
I used to let them have it. I thought he was gonna let them have it. I said,
No,
I knew he was not.
I knew he was
he
not.
let
I knew
him
he
eventually-
wasn't.
Like you said,
when
I
I
can't
watched
be
it.
kill,
I knew
kill,
he
kill.
wasn't going to
Has to
like
be a reason.
immediately hit
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah, that's
I
no
thought he
shade
was- I
like
thought he
him,
was-
but Frank. He was chilling.
But then after that, when he threw him into the cement,
Oh, no, he-
I was
Exactly.
like,
Like, all right.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, oh, you're gonna die.
So I'm saying that
He
juxtaposition
was
between the two
trying to
characters
be-
and the tools that they
Yeah.
wield, I was like, I feel you, Frank.
If I
Yeah,
may,
it was
this I'm gonna keep it concise. This was a make America okay kind of story for me. Watching, I have a lot of veterans in my fam, and this is the most detailed story of PTSD and things that veterans
Yeah.
They were really
it
addressing
humanized.
Yeah.
It humanized that whole process.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
think folks who are like pro and anti-gun watching this could learn a lot about each other's stories.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Conversation.
Oh, I agree
Give
with
him that one.
Oh, definitely.
PTSD is real, man.
Yeah.
They handled it a lot better. They had 13 episodes do it, but they handled it a lot better than like Iron Man 3 tried to touch on. Like Tony's going through some different
yeah,
stuff.
Right.
exactly.
He's
Yeah,
going
yeah.
through a lot of first world PTSD, but
Yeah.
and other world PTSD. But,
A lot of money to
Frank,
help out.
Frank was in the
Yeah.
mess.
Yeah.
I gave it 4 stars. 4 out of 5. I gave it 4 stars. Anybody wants to complain said that it was slow because they draw it out the position. Well, then you're just a complainer. I mean, you got to have a story. You got to have a story. That's like that's like Lord of the Rings. Take out all the stuff with the elves. You can't.
It could just be Thomas Jane fans, you know.
You know.
It could just be.
Oh,
You
wow.
know, yeah.
Wow.
Although I did like,
You can't say Dolph Lundgren.
no, I was what?
What? First of all,
I never saw that.
I enjoyed that movie.
Listen,
That movie was right in par with the time.
That movie was no
passed him-
frills.
Yo,
I
they
didn't
passed
expect
him-
anything.
They passed
I
him
didn't
the
want
index card,
anything.
like, here
It
you
was like
go.
Ivan
wasn't
Drago gets
anything.
some black hair.
I was going to
Go out there.
say Ray Stevenson,
Oh yes.
Punisher Warzone. Now listen, Ray
That's-
Stevenson,
but that
Punisher. Listen, was Ray Stevenson Punisher Warzone? Of course not. Great
But it was
movie.
kill.
But his I liked his presence as the
No,
Punisher.
he was
But
definitely
he had his
menacing.
if he had what's his name acting skills like as for
What's his name? Like John Bertha?
John
He
Bur-
was-
I'm sorry,
Yo,
yeah, John.
Shout out to Shane.
Yes.
Didn't he remind you of The Professional? Go 13? Ray Stevenson.
Yeah, that's the first time I think
Yeah.
I'd seen like some real special forces. Like I felt like I was like, he did the John Wick training before John Wick came out.
All right, so I think this was a first of many. I assure you,
We'd love it.
Hey.
first of many.
Come back, guys.
Black
Come
Panther.
You know,
Star Wars.
you know, you guys do your own thing. We'll go to yours. As you know,
We doing it up for Black
you know,
Panther.
yeah, we're gonna, yeah, Black Panther. That's an event.
We doing it up. We
This is real.
So,
suits and ties.
Black
As
I'm
long
coming
as
to
we get to
dashiki.
shake hands like this.
Oh,
Okay?
Tall people flow.
so now, what I want to do is, you guys are on the list. So I checked that list off. You guys are now on the show. It's now going to be taped. We only have 2 followers, but you guys. Well, yeah.
That's right.
Now we have.
Yo, put them like gems in
Yeah,
the
hey.
like the stones. You know?
I'm glad you guys
Slowly
came.
expands.
I hope everyone who watched this episode loves this episode and just enjoy the vibe and the rhythm. I hope we came off naturally. It wasn't scripted. We weren't scripted
script.
at all.
No.
And if some
Yeah,
people,
we never scripted. We,
sometimes we are when we do. You
no, I'm not.
Let's not let them know
No,
that.
I'm no.
Well,
Shout out
No,
to our 7 listeners. Y'all are very valued. You know, you come back every time. Thank you. But yeah, we have another episode that just came out. Our episode X. We talk about, what was it, Justice League? We did Justice League?
oh yeah.
Oh yes.
We did the opposite
land-based
thing
thing.
where we were like, let's talk about things we liked.
It
It
was
was the
hard.
most painful thing I've
It
ever
was
had.
lot
to
of
do.
crickets.
I was Jim Morris. I was Jim Morris.
There you go.
Check it out.
Yeah, I mean, just
a shout out?
check us out. I'm gonna shout out the Bronx. Sup?
Yo, we just put no extra for everything.
And it's really good to be on. It's really good to be here and share nerdness with Brooklyn.
Oh.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen enough.
This
This is how we heal the rift
Exactly.
in the house.
all the time, no matter where you go. I've been a lot of places. Brooklyn is
Shout out
over
to
there.
Brooklyn.
You still giving shout outs? I mean,
good, good.
I mean, speaking of Brooklyn, shout out to my nephews and Team Hebe. You know, I gotta give them the
They
shout
are
out.
our
Idiot.
followers.
They give a lot of feedback to us, like in DMs and stuff like that, and it helps. You know, in this little young project we got going. We basically were just thinking, well, we love talking about this stuff.
do, and
So
we
why don't we
say
just
all the things?
Yeah, why don't we just archive it and then see who the hell will listen? And some people
Exactly.
do. So yeah, shout out to y'all. Really appreciate y'all.
Once again, thank you guys. This is like I said, the first of many, and especially shout out to my nephew who was in a severe car accident, but he was up the same night. Then he got back on FB, started posting, so I knew he was all right. So
Blessings.
you know
Definitely.
he walked away from it, but he put it all over. That car is wrecked, but I wasn't worried about the car. I keep telling him that we weren't worried about the car, but he's back at it. So
It's
you
good
know
to hear. It's good news.
they make good steel these days. Star Wars is coming up in 2 weeks. Looking forward to it. Maybe by the 3rd week I'll be able to see it after the phase. Maybe a month later. You know, January's a lull. We get a break in January. Star Wars in between Star Wars and the Panther. We get a break.
You have to see it that weekend because we can't wait for you.
You heard him. He got
see
tickets,
it.
and he's telling people you got to
A
see it
month
that
later.
weekend.
Nah.
Yo,
We
just
gonna
do
have
the
to a show.
2 dudes in a trench coat thing. Just go in. You know, you're gonna have to stack them high. Just stack them high.
Stack them up.
Can I help it?
All right, folks, as we always say, thank you for joining us, and go to the movies.
Word.